to say those who can't teach, but since I've been around now, they say they teach and do commentary because that's me. Okay, we're going to see Kazuki at the top playing the black checkers and Ari playing the white checkers. Should be a really good match. 13 points in the finals. Up till here, they were playing 11-point matches.
So again, both these guys are very experienced. Kazuki's probably like you say, a favorite, a little bit more of an elite player, but we're going to see some good backgammon.
Absolutely. Nothing special so far. Very standard, simple plays. Till now. Gets a little tougher. Come in on the ace and clear your blot. Come in on the 5 and have more action. I like this play.
Yeah, and as this match progresses, and I always tell people this, and I know Phil does too, we will be monitoring the chat line. So if you have comments, questions, critiques, suggestions, whatever you might have, type them in, and we'll try to address them as we can.
Yeah. One more thing. If you have trouble seeing the dice, let me know, and I'll start calling them out. I think you can see them pretty good. Tara and Bill did a great job on the resolution here and the lighting, but sometimes it gets a little blurry. Let me know.
A lot of people watch it on their phones, and then the dice are really getting pretty small.
Yeah. I was in bed late last night listening and watching on one of the matches on my phone. It was perfect. It was no problem. Okay, if he doesn't come in and hit here, this is going to give Kazuki a pretty good edge. And he does not come in and hit here. I got to love Kazuki's position here. I think it may well be a double. He's not even stopping.
Huge race lead.
He's not even stopping to think about a possible double. And I would have stopped and thought about it at least. But maybe I'm wrong because Kazuki doesn't make very many mistakes. His PRs are very close to Mochi. He's one of the best in the world. He's a really nice kid. I think he's 23, 24 years old, from Japan. He and I, whenever we have chance, we play Bouzouki, a variation that's just fun. He's a smart, nice kid. And almost every night in Monte Carlo, we go swimming. We take a dip in the Mediterranean.
Kazuki?
Yeah.
You?
Kazuki, me, and David Wells. Sometimes Mochi joins us.
Yeah.
Last time he got bit by some jellyfish, so we're not gonna go out quite as far this time.
Kazuki did?
Yeah.
I know Jason Peck got bit by jellyfish.
Yeah, Jason went to the hospital. It was that
Saturday,
bad.
I believe
it
was.
Well, David Wells assured us there were no jellyfish. He said he read the map. Famous last words.
Okay, so there we go. It's going to remind him to hit that score.
So this is interesting. 4-3 is normally 2 down, but it's close. But 2 down in a money game. And when you're ahead in the match, I might make the splitting play. So I did not agree with Noriega's opening 4-3 there. I would have brought 2 down. Double fives.
Many permutations here with this.
I like making the 3-point and hitting loose with all those blots out there instead of making the ace point. But that's just me. Come in and hit. Pretty clear. Kazuki plays fast and moves fast, but he always runs out of time. How is that possible? He always he uses up his whole clock, but he plays fast.
But he's like a lot of the elite players feel that, and he plays relatively fast, but he can be deliberate when deliberation is necessary. You know?
That must be it. He's got to use that clock somewhere. I saw him in the last match. He used up almost all his time, but it was on a couple of cube plays.
Well, that's like the other night I was doing a match with Chris Trencher, co-commentator, and he made the point, which I thought was excellent, that, the elite players know when a play is critical or not, and they know when it doesn't make that much difference one way or the other. So they are discriminate as to when they burn a lot of time.
That makes sense. If you're not sure what to do, but you think the plays are close, just do it. If you're not sure what to do and you think it's really big, important, and the plays might not be close, then you take a lot of time.
Exactly.
And I think you should take time on just about every cube, unless it's so obvious. So what do you do here? Come in with the 2 and hit? That invites the cube. I don't see a really great 2 if you don't come in. I think you come in and hit. I really do. I would not.
I don't see that he's mean, his only other option, well, he could split the back or he could go 13-10, but I like the hit, Phil.
Well, he could bring it down. He's outboarded. Your opponent's made the ace point, so your opponent wants to play a hitting game. He is up in the race a little bit, so maybe it screams for not hitting. I don't know. It's very reasonable to come down. And here, you know, how I told you that he plays fast. Here he is thinking about this play. And it's probably not a small difference. There's a third option. Hitting there. Okay. All right.
Keeps a builder on the 8.
Yeah, I was thinking about hitting off the 5 myself. I like this play, especially with the blot in the inner board. With Kazuki having that blot, I don't mind leaving the blot and getting some better structure, making another point. It's and covers,
and
the
hit.
word and, best word in backgammon. You're doing two things. You hit and cover. He needs to come in with a 4. Comes down with the 2. Yep, comes down with the 2.
Huh?
500 watts.
Yeah.
I think you slot, yeah, and you slot the 4 and make that point. I don't see much else. Harry would like a 3, and he gets it.
Gets it.
He gets it. 4 is going to be ugly, though. But I think you just go to the bar, your own bar.
Yeah, he didn't want to give up the mid. I think so. Really, all he's got is to go to the bar. Huh?
I wish I went to the bar last night. It was really crowded. It was nice. Instead, I had to go eat at Nobu.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
It's a tough life. Somebody got to live it, though. A lot of pointing numbers here. Ooh, how do you play this? Oh, I don't know how to play. I think I'm hitting.
I think I make the bar.
You make the bar? I might be hitting just to keep him busy. But if you hit, where's your 5?
He gives 4 points in front of that anchor on the deuce.
I think you have to make the bar only because if you hit, there's no good 5. Wow.
Yeah, I like 4 points in front of the anchor on the deuce. So,
Bill, you're smarter than you look. I think you're right.
well, that's not hard.
I like this play. So does Bill. You
You
talked
know,
me into it.
I've seen it, and I've seen Ari play a lot. He's fairly thorough in his. He's not gonna make some knee-jerk move and overlook something.
He may well be the best player in South America. He's from Brazil. By the way, Kazuki is from Texas, I think, isn't he?
West Texas.
West Texas, along with Bill. No, of course, he's from Tokyo. He's one of the
Well, he's
mochi.
telling me he lives in Tokyo. He's from Osaka,
Uh-huh.
which is where I guess Michi's from.
Michi's from Osaka, yeah. Tokyo is where most of the action is, though, more than. But they have a club in Osaka that I understand gets a pretty good turnout. There's about 20 great players in Japan you and I never heard of.
There's a nice segue, though. I'd heard Akiko was going to be here, but I've not seen her.
She's going to be here.
Okay.
I haven't seen her yet, but I talked to her.
Okay.
She's coming.
The main event starts tomorrow. so
Yeah, she's probably here.
Yeah.
She already told me to save some time. She and I played Pineapple Bluff Gammon for hours on end whenever we have time. It's a game that I invented that's really complicated with 3 dice, and I made it complicated because I figured she wouldn't know that game, and I think I'm into her for a few $1,000 now. But she has to buy dinner whenever she wins. Okay, cube action. Kazuki, are you going to double this? I think you should. I like this cube. He didn't. Okay. I like this cube. I think it would have been a great pressure cube, but obviously Kazuki did not agree. We don't play dice on the checkers. Got to roll over.
And we play responsible moves. Now.
Responsible moves. A little confusing of what's irresponsible and what's responsible, but I still like it better than legal moves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hit and cover. Hit and cover. What a roll.
What a roll.
What a roll.
Needs 2s or 6s next time to get those trailers moving.
2s and 6s are big, but hitting is big too. Oh,
Whoa.
talk about big.
That'll work.
That'll work. If he dances, is it a cube? I think so.
I don't know though, Phil.
I think so. If he dances, I think this is a cube.
It's easy take if he does.
I think it's a cube. 2s and 6s
aren't.
Yeah, but if he doesn't roll a 2 and
aren't
6,
guaranteed.
he's got two checkers to play with. Okay, I was wrong. He didn't cube. I would have had my hand on the cube there. There. Now you don't because you got less time.
You got less time now.
Ooh.
Now you got no time.
You see what a terrible cube that would have been?
Your negative time.
You see what a terrible cube that would have been? I told you, you should never cube there. Never. Wow. Poor guy. He's like a 60% favorite each time to roll a 6 or a 2, and he couldn't do it. Now the cube's on the other foot. Is this a cube? Is this a cube I see before me?
I don't know. What's counts fairly even, count-wise, I think.
It's about blots, not about race. I'm splitting. I'm coming off the back, for sure.
I mean,
probably with both.
He could roll something.
With one anyway.
What if he rolls a 4?
Yeah, you might just go all the
stay
way.
for it.
I don't think you want to come in because if he goes into the outfield, if he rolls a 2 or a 6, you want to have a shot at him out there because the race is still in doubt. I think you just come out all the way. There's that too many shots. Wow.
That's an option. I've seen that. I kind of like your play better, but I'll defer to Kazuki every time.
Every time. Kazuki or me? Choose Kazuki, please. There he goes.
Okay,
finally got one.
clears
Now,
him.
now this proves how much better our play would have been
There
than
you go.
Kazuki's. We'd have a double shot at him right now. And now he misses. This is big to miss.
Oh, now what do you do? Now I come out to the 18.
2 in and 1 out. That's right.
I might have taken the one from 21 to 18.
No, you want to keep checkers back when you're waiting for that shot.
Okay.
Kazuki not making our play might cost him this game. If it does, I'll certainly let everybody know.
Including Kazuki.
Now, an amateur would make the bar point here, but your goal is to block your opponent because you're losing the race. You want to block him and you want him to crash more, so you don't want to break your 10 point. You'd rather have the further back points here to block. If you were way up in the race, of course you'd make the 7 point. You don't care if he runs, but you'd like to stop him from running comfortably here. I might just take the back checker all the way. Yes. He's reaching for it. Come on.
I think that may well be best, Phil.
I just keep that checker going.
Then you've still got coverage for if he were to roll a 6-5 or 6-3
Oh, yeah.
6-4, something like that. But you don't have any exposure. It's 14 away or 13 away. I mean, there's no exposure to your remaining block.
If you leave the checker where it's at now, 6-4 hits. Oh, he did make that play. Then maybe he wants him to come out. He'd love to see
Well,
him
it's kind
roll.
of a trap play.
Yes, if he rolls a 5 now, you want him to come out maybe. Then you're going to get your shots. You force him out with the 5.
Or the 6.
Like you said, it's like a trap play. I should shut my trap and let them play.
Let the lessons continue.
He's still not comfortable with this race. He can make that point, can he? 1, 2, 3. No, not quite. Can't quite make it. He needs 5 fours to make that point. These are not easy plays. Containment game plays, this is basically like a containment game, are some of the hardest plays and you can't even trust XG until you roll them out. Now XG gets them right mostly on the rollout, but with plus plus, even with plus plus, you can't trust XG on these kinds of plays that well. But don't tell me that XG is no good. It's still better than any human. I like this play a lot. Still wants a catcher if he rolls a 5 or a 6. He's actually lucky not to have to come out. When your opponent is on the 4-point or higher, the race is a very critical factor, and that's what's stopping Kazuki from doubling here. But then when your opponent crashes and you know he's going to have to come out with a checker and leave a shot with a 4 or 5, 5 or a 6, that's when it's not just about the race. The other thing you have to think about is Ari has a lot of wastage here. He's got all those extra checkers on the 1 and 2, and he's got the open 5 and 6.
Here? We got 13, 26, 27,
I like this double a lot,
67.
and I like the take a lot. Clear double take, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Kazuki still actually was behind, I believe.
Yeah,
Positionally, he had it.
yeah, but don't forget about wastage, and he's going to almost certainly get a shot with any 4 or 5. I mean, 5, now it was a lot of numbers that would have left shots, and he didn't roll it. That's all. Now the race is becoming better for Kazuki, and he's got a better board. I mean, what doesn't leave a shot now? He's going to have to roll doubles.
I'm sorry?
Did I call that? And now it's going to be redouble pass.
Yeah, about his only hopes to stay, but he's going to get doubled anyway, recubed. The only way to win is to stay, but he's not going to get that option.
Yeah, he's staying. I think it's redouble pass.
I agree. Ari threw.
Pips is pips. Jake. Oh, he didn't redouble. He just rolled.
Oh, and now he leaves.
No, he's
He
hitting.
hits it, but
How could they?
I would have been in the mode,
Especially
I
against
always say
Kazuki.
I'd make him pay to see this roll.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I would have doubled there. I would have redoubled there. I wish we had an XG feed. By the way, we will starting tomorrow in the main event
On stream 1.
on stream 1.
Well, in fact, we do have it going now.
Good.
So
Good.
the
See,
Mochi Peter Jez Thompson.
It's nice to see right away how wrong the commentators are, isn't it?
Depends on your perspective.
Whether you're a commentator or not. I like to be made a fool of instantly instead of after a few hours. Well, that double 6 saved Kazuki. That double 6 was monstrous.
Okay,
He's still going to lose. He's still going to
gets
lose.
one off.
Pips is pips. I don't care. There's a lot of wastage here, but pips is pips. But rolls is rolls. You got a lot fewer rolls. I really got to look at that cube. I think Ari missed the cube.
I agree.
Did anybody run it? Look at the comments. Did anybody run that cube?
We're not getting
No?
much comment here. We need to
Yeah.
fire these people up.
For some reason, they want to see Mochi playing on the other stream, I think. But you can watch later.
They'll
They're all
watch us on
recorded.
Rerun.
They're all recorded.
We get the
Yeah.
We get the reruns.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls. But with the misses and the difference in the pip count, I'm redoubling.
I'm sending it.
Normally a 5 roll is not quite, but this is really a 5 roll. There's a very good chance of missing twice. I'm not sure this is a take.
I agree.
A 4 cube at this point, I think he's passing.
28. It's 37 against
Well, you can't.
15.
This is
I
a
mean, it
classic.
doesn't matter,
This
but
is a classic EPC situation.
Right.
And in about 3 hours, I could figure this out. John O'Hagan's the master at this. He can tell you right away. Then he adjusts for Matusak after using EPC. Then he adds the Kleiman, the Trice, the Keith count. And
between games here, I just want to mention, and I think it may have been rescheduled. I know it was originally scheduled for today. I want to think about our friend Carter Maddox, who's facing some surgery today.
Yes, yes. Carter's the reason I'm here. He forced me to start traveling. I started traveling with him, and the rest is history. I've been traveling the world ever since. My dear, sweet friend, and he's got some surgery, or not surgery, he's got the procedures coming up.
It is surgery.
Yeah.
5 hours.
Oh, it's surgery. That's right. He's got some cancer. We wish him
So
luck. We
wish
miss him.
the best.
Carter and I have a love-hate relationship for years. In every tournament, we bet $100 against each other, and we take 10% of each other. Is that love-hate or not?
I'm not sure what that is.
That's Chicago karma.
I think it's illegal in some states.
It's ethically oxymoronish.
Hey, he can
Make
button
the
this
bar,
up.
make the bar,
Button
and
it
button up.
Yeah.
Sure. Even after that double six he lost, so that's pretty good proof that he missed a cue. Yeah, results are always right. Makes us a hero.
Got back here. David Wells hanging over our shoulder.
Hey, David. My hero. David Wells, by the way, everybody knows he's a great player. He's also become an incredible teacher. He teaches for the Backgammon Learning Center, live and online, and he's amazing. So there's another reason to know some of these guys. They don't just play. By the way, you learn when you teach, too. That's another reason to teach.
That's very, very true. Because you have to think about it.
Oh. There's a saying, you teach best what you most need to learn, because you figure out how you're going to present it, and you start thinking about things you never thought of before. Okay, I think I love Kazuki's position here. I think this is going to be a cube, unless something... Oh, this is very good roll. Very good roll. You got to come up and make the 20 point.
Several options.
Well, the 20
here,
point
though.
is automatic, isn't it? I mean, how do you do anything but that?
Well,
And then look at the other
You
two.
could put him up and
Aye.
maybe step up.
Then you got a spaghetti board. You got a Swiss cheese board. I think this is automatic. Then you look for the other two. Am I right, David?
But yeah, the other two twos.
I don't know about the other two, but I know I'm making the 20 point. In fact, I would have done that and just picked up my dice.
He obviously agrees with
Kazuki agrees.
Or Ari.
Ari agrees. Ari making the play. That's Ari. That's a big miss and a bad roll.
And a bad roll.
There's no nice way to play this roll.
Gonna bring the 3 down, huh?
Yeah, the reason we bring the 3 down is
Got to give up the anchor to
yeah.
hit.
If he gets hit, he's going to lose the 20 point. There's a price to pay for hitting here, and he doesn't have to pay that price. It comes up, very nice roll, very cleans up everything. I thought Kazuki was on the verge of a double, but that double 2 saved Ari.
Recube
wanna
would have
pull
been
the
a. Yeah. We get.
Yeah, David Wells joining us. He's going to add a little intelligence to the group. Get in the picture here. Come in where you're in the picture and by the microphone. There you go.
The 3 of us will share 2
We'll
mics
figure it
here.
out. We'll figure it out.
Tara will be listening on the
I'll share with David.
he wants to keep that midpoint but it's pretty hard to time it. Kind of forced into breaking it. I think it's right to give it up.
Well, I think it's always right to keep the midpoint except when it's wrong.
Could be right.
I like this play. You throw a checker to the ace? No, you got to make the 2.
deuce,
You got to
yeah.
make the deuce.
Huh?
Oh,
This buys time.
wow.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he do 4 to 3 maybe?
I don't know. He played that awfully fast too. You probably play with Kazuki more than anybody in the world, except maybe Mochi. Does he always play this fast?
I mean,
Plays like that?
yeah, no, that was if he must have saw something when when he thinks he's right, he plays fast.
Uh-huh. He uses up a lot of time on the clock, so he does play slow when he needs to.
Yeah,
But he's made. I've seen him make so many really tough plays quickly. He probably already decided yesterday what he was going to
yeah.
do.
Or sometimes he knows where the math is, and it looks like he should take time to figure it out, but he was already.
Yeah. Or how close they
moment.
were to a reference position he's familiar with.
All right.
I'm willing to bet you talk about reference positions.
I think you're supposed to just slot the 5 here, maybe.
I
know
think
it's
so,
ugly.
too.
You should get the cube.
Yep. You're throwing the checker away. Good play. Do it. Do it.
It does give him good 4s, which he doesn't really have.
It also gives him a game. It gives him a game that's playable. I don't see the game here. Where's his game?
Wasn't Kazuki's best role.
Would have considered the hit a little more than Kazuki did there. But that checker's where he wants it.
Well, you're way up in the races. One of the things that would stop me from hitting.
Yeah. He likes that checker on the 24 point.
I think you hit here. Yes, I like the hit. Oops. And the cover. Kazuki needs to come in soon or it could get it dicey for him. He did. Good roll. Very good
Very
roll.
nice roll.
Came in and
Unstacks a little.
efficient use of the ace also.
It's the best 5.
It was his best 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Better than double 5s or 5, 6 or anything. 2 is big here. All right, makes a point.
8s and 9s.
8s, 9s, he's going to attack.
He has to attack. He has to hit loose here with an 8 or a 9. That's something that
Ah.
beginners and intermediates miss all the time. Automatic hit.
There's the 8.
Great shot. I think the hits is a great shot.
Right, anything that hits.
This will be a double pass if Kazuki does not roll it.
Can't be too good?
No.
No?
Kazuki can win this so quickly.
Yeah. What are the odds of rolling an 8 or a 9? There's 6 8s and 5 9s. There's no duplication. That's 11 rolls, right?
Yeah. And there's the other 25 rolls.
Oh, I forgot about those. The glass is always half empty for you. One thing I love about being in Monte Carlo, David taught me to take a late night dip in the med, and there's no jellyfish because he reads the map. It's impossible to get bit. Tell that to Jason Pack, who spent a night in the hospital the other night.
He just got unlucky.
That's unlucky. He wasn't with you. That's unlucky. You never got bit, except last time.
Yeah, they were mild. There we go.
Ooh,
Nice set of 4s.
Ooh, nice roll. After the hit, is it still right to come down, or do you make the inside point? I thought after the hit, you might.
No.
No?
What he did was right.
What he did was right. I'm so tempted to make that inside point after hitting.
Just the structure. You're going to be able to make points from the structure pretty well.
I see. It's almost always right, 2 up and 2 down, but I thought with the hit.
Now you're just unstacking the big stack.
Okay. Okay. I'm a master at the first roll moves. After that, I got a little problem. You hear about the new book I'm writing? I came up with the idea last night. How to play forced moves. Nobody's ever written that book.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that nobody's ever written about. I think I can handle it well. All right, here we go.
Tougher thing might be finding a publisher.
Well, you self-published it nowadays.
Looks like you should just come out with the others.
Ooh, I don't like this at all.
Suki doesn't roll a 2.
That's the play. I agree.
Keeps you from getting any prime with the deuce. Deuces, he's going to. Good roll for Kazuki. Keeps him Here you just gonna slot the 5. I'm pretty sure you're already trashed in the race. The race is already bad.
Yeah.
Got a good point. You get hit, you can.
Yeah. This is a play I wouldn't have used much clock for. Ari, you're not thinking about doubling this, are you? It's too easy a take.
This one became static without making that 22 point, right? Great shot.
Yep. 8s and 10s. Oh, 3 isn't close to an 8 or a 10.
Yeah, I don't think he'd hit with an 8. Double 4s only.
You don't think you'd hit with 6-2?
Not with
Okay.
the block.
Wow. I guess you're right.
You're going to send this well ahead.
This is not. This is still static, not a send. If he was a little more flexible here, it would be reasonable.
You lose your mark with 6-4, double 6, double
But you
3.
don't lose it by much.
4-2 wouldn't.
How much do you lose your market by with a 6-4? You just barely.
That's a
lose
very
your
good
market.
point. How much you lose your market by, in addition to how many rolls, are the two factors.
This is too early. Kazuki will have to take this.
There's no way in hell he'll drop this, right?
No.
You'll give me 10-1 odds,
We
right?
have this on recording. Bill,
For a
be
dollar?
careful. Be careful.
For $1. All right, you win. I was going to take 10-1 odds on $1.
Probably
missed-
would have to.
you missed-
Probably would have to take it.
Yeah.
Kazuki's
He's too good.
is pretty confident, and Kazuki's too good. So. I would
And
say
I-
it was a tiny no double, but against
No double take.
No double take.
27 millipips.
Okay.
tiny no double.
Yeah. And by the way, any bet between David and me, 10-1 is about the fair odds. By the way, real quick, remember when we were in Chicago, we used to play non-consulting doubles all the time?
Yeah.
When you lived in Chicago, it was really fun. That's going to be a side event in our tournament in Jamaica that you're coming to.
Oh, nice.
It's a side event also in the New York tournament. Lynn's doing it in New York, non-consulting doubles and regular doubles as well. I love that game. You take turns playing without talking to your partner. So everybody's in the game.
White.
Okay, back to this match.
He's in a little trouble already.
Yep.
He's not loving his position right now.
What they call stiff. 6s don't play well right now.
A lot of things don't play well.
6s and 4s and 3s. Yeah, a lot of numbers. I'm finding a lot of bad. 1s aren't so well. 1s are okay. 2s aren't so hot.
6-5.
6-5, okay,
mediocre.
yeah.
It's not a shot.
Yeah. It's starting to look like it wasn't a double. Ooh. Is that good or bad?
Probably good.
I'd say it's decent.
Decent. Okay.
That is a great roll.
Yes.
And I don't think he's supposed to make the. I think he's supposed to play. I don't think that's right. I'm guessing
That's-
13-8-6-5.
This is much better for Gammons.
Monitor.
Much better for Gammons. Oh, no, he put it back wrong. Illegal play.
No, he played the 1.
Huh? He played the 1. No, you're supposed to put it back to the original and then make your
It
play.
was a interesting
It's
shuffle.
confusing. It's called illegal checker shuffling. There we go.
So now, if Kazuki comes in here, not liking it a whole lot.
This is a pretty bad play that I would have made. I must tell you, I'm very tempted.
I think this is right.
Okay.
It just creates a lot of flexibility. You can make the ace or the 4 next turn.
But I'm thinking, what the hell? I'll get more gammons.
It was worth thinking about.
And I get him off the ace point. I don't know. I'm not going to bet against you.
You got chances to get him off the ace here. You got a lot of good rolls.
Okay.
I don't think it was a slam dunk or anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it says making the ace is correct. 83 millipoints on.
Yes.
Nice.
8 was correct. Yes. 1 for Phil.
Tough play.
1 for Phil. It's won the whole tournament. I've been
It's the third day
finally
you've
got one
been.
right. Third day.
Third day you're on the scoreboard.
It took me 3 days to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think you're right. The gammons make it,
And getting him off the ace point.
which is nice.
Nice to come home. How big?
83.
That's big.
That's
Almost.
big.
It's a
Big,
blunder.
real big.
It's a blunder not to make the ace. And that checker on the ace might be what cost him the game right now. Not yet. Come in. This has got to be right. You want to leave double sixes.
This is only 3 shots.
Yeah.
Anything else is more.
You come closer, it's more. And I like what David said. He didn't count all the shots. He just knows it's more. So you don't do it. You don't need to count every shot. Just know which is better and which is worse. Now he needs a pointing number badly on that ace because he didn't do it before. Didn't get it, but that's
Good
there's an
enough.
argument for clearing here and leaving the
There
shot.
certainly is.
Clearing would be wrong for sure.
Okay,
Not only are you leaving 4 shots,
hard to come home.
but he's out of time. Black's out of
Oh,
time.
okay.
So Black has to either
Has
give
to
up the
play.
22 or the 24 or the 4.
If he wasn't out of time, it might be right.
Then you could start thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. But when he's
Yeah.
really out of time, you don't.
So you look at both sides of the board.
Only when I'm playing well.
That's what I got to start doing.
Nobody ever told you that, huh?
I got to start looking at the other side of the board. Why didn't somebody tell me that?
You know, it's going to be interesting if, well, we'll see what area he rolls here. 4-6.
Very good roll.
So, and
anything
you
that
know,
clears.
fairly likely he wins this game.
Yeah.
And I noticed, you know, in the quarterfinal, Kazuki fell way behind
Yep.
Timmerman. I guess he was behind at some point today against Galen Hall. You called that
Yeah.
match.
Oh, he was 8 away, 5 away against Galen.
Yeah, and here he's fallen behind again. 3 matches in a row. He's gotten down early.
Yeah.
Big.
And by the way, you'll never see him sweat. This guy is cool as can be. He is really cool. One of my favorite young men in the game. He's a great guy. He's just a good guy.
Yeah, that's not unreasonable. I don't know what was right there. It's, would have been right just to take 2 off.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I think it had to be that. Or, I mean, clearing the 6 is the same amount of shots, so why would you do clearing the 6 when you can take 2 off?
I agree. What do you do here, David? I think you stay. You're not going to get gammon. You're,
You're
not
not
going to
get
win if you run.
game, and you only have to give up 1 point.
I think it's right to run. It's for Kazuki's roll, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you got to run.
got to run.
Yeah,
If you're not going to win if you stay and get the shot.
it's only a 6-5, and you broke your board, and you have to go next turn. And
Okay.
you can win some races. It's free. It's very small, but you're pretty toasted the other way.
I would have made them. I would have stayed. I would have made them. And so would Bill. We would have made the mistake of staying. Your logic makes a lot of sense. I didn't stop and count the shots. I didn't know it was only 6-5.
Yeah. So only 6-5 with a broken board. It's just
Yeah.
not. You're not getting the.
Yeah. The odds of rolling a 6-5 is about 5%. The odds of hitting it 30% is 1.5%. You're going to get a shot, and then you broke your board.
Exactly. So
Well, so far, I like Ari's play. We didn't like the non-cube, and we're not necessarily right. We didn't like him not making the ace. That's the only blunder we know of. He's playing pretty strong.
Very solid.
And keep in mind, he's playing one of the best players in the world. Unquestionably one of the best players in the world.
And I think he's just he's not emotional. He's just steady, solid. He's
Yeah.
not going to get excited.
What a
Stoic.
nice- Yeah.
stoic.
Stoic.
Well, when
there
I,
you go.
I thought so too until I started interviewing him a little while ago. He was very animated
I
and talked a lot about.
Yeah, I thought that worked out great. It just happened to be a break
Yeah, that was
of
great.
the other match, and I said, well, I'll just
That was
drag
great.
Ari over here
I learned a
because
lot
he was
about
going to
him.
play the winner anyway.
Yeah.
Put that between you guys, that might help you.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then Phil's getting to share both of them.
Yeah. Why don't we just get rid of these two guys? I told you earlier, I'm in Istanbul. I'm sitting at the table with Mochi, Dirk, and Zednik. And a guy from Istanbul comes over and says, "Can I take your picture?" And we say, "Yeah." And he asked those other guys to get out of the way. He wanted my picture. He asked Mochi, Dirk, and Zednik to get out of the picture and take a picture with me. That was the highlight of my life, of my career.
Well, I was telling you, those people, they watch all the commentary
Yeah.
and videos and all. They kept coming up to Tara and I in Istanbul, same
Yeah.
sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, they know us better because we're more visual. But
Yeah.
if I could I had a chance to take a picture with those guys. My God! All right, you're gonna hit. Are you gonna make the
I'm gonna make the
anchor?
20.
Make the anchor,
Yeah,
especially when you're winning 5-1.
particularly
that-
when you're winning 5-1.
Particularly. So
But I think even if you weren't winning 5-1, it's probably right.
probably right. Before the match starts, before the game starts, you should be thinking about the score and how that affects things.
I mean, here you just have a great position.
Uh-huh. He comes in and hits twice with the other play, and it's game over.
Terrible play. He should have made the other play.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hit, he's dancing now. Bar point? Or, and the bar
I
point.
think he's got to have the bar point.
Yeah, bar point and out. I like his play. Bar point, out, and safe. And the bar point.
Yeah, there's not much here. That's about all you got.
Right.
Kind of.
Okay.
Producers.
All right.
Very nice.
Huge for Kazuki to get away with that. Now he's got to clean it up.
This is
Play
not
at
easy to
9.
clean up, and even after you clean it up, it's got a pretty stiff position, depending on what he rolls now.
That does not clean it all up.
Uh,
Leaves him an ace shot.
I leave an ace shot.
We're
Yeah.
shooting at something.
Leave an ace shot. And if he doesn't hit it, you got a hell of a game. So what we're saying is he should make the 11 point.
Well, he could also leave him a 4 plus 6-2, which is interesting.
Yeah, the negative of making the 11 point is you have to break it. So there's an argument against making it. It's a hard point to break 6 away.
This is probably better. It's
Yeah, it gives
only
him-
Yeah,
it's only
5%
actually,
worse. Two
no, it's
rolls.
four shots more, right?
Oh, is
Yeah.
it 4 more?
4
Yeah.
more.
Ooh,
So, but it cleans up a bit easier.
2,
the
6,
next
3,
roll.
5.
yeah. And you're not making a point. You're trying to race and bring him in. You don't want to make a point 6 away. It's hard to break.
And then there's the 4 shot, and he's going to look at the 4 shot number and think about how that cleans up. This is 4-4-3-5. This is actually one less shot.
For one less shot, I make the other play. Because I don't want to have to clear the 11.
This is 14. He didn't even look at the. It's a tough play.
Yep. He took his time. He studied it.
I'd 58. I'd 58.
Nothing to think about.
Nope. Come in.
Semi-final with a man.
That's a great roll.
Yep. Any point inside, is not leaving lots is great. I might have
Suzuki-
slotted the deuce there.
Yuki's, I think he's a roll away from doubling. Think take looks just a bit too easy.
I don't know. At this score, I think it's a double.
5-1. No, Kazuki agrees with you.
And I think it's an
Well,
easy
that proves
take.
Yeah, there's just too much contact, and the threat of making points is only the threat of making
Yeah.
points.
you know, that disproves an old adage.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
I'm guessing,
Ungreat minds think alike too, you know?
I'm guessing you got it right with Kazuki. but it's got to be a take, I think.
It's got to be a take, but you're going to get people passing. The biggest mistake people make when they have a lead is they drop too much.
Well, it looks scary, but he's got to make the points first. He hasn't made him yet, right?
Yeah. He took it. Good for you, Ari.
Yeah.
I was convinced it was a take also.
Already a terrible shake. for
Terrible.
Kazuki.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't
that's
leave a
a
shot.
tough position to bring in.
That's why it's a take.
Yep.
I seriously think you might have gotten a drop there as another reason to double.
Yeah, I think that one's tough to get a drop. I mean, you just got too
It's
many
tough.
gaps.
And there it is.
You're too good a player to think like a bad player, David. That's your problem.
There's a shot, isn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
it's a shot.
And this is going quite poorly for
A shot. Yep.
Kazuki.
Minimal shots and unstack the 6.
You think they hedged? The $6,000 difference. Wonder if they hedged.
No, I didn't look. We can probably tell it on our
It's
bracket.
It's 13,000 versus 6,000 for first and
Well, and
second.
if they're both in the side pool
Got
or
a
not.
5-3.
Oh, I didn't look at the
Side
side.
pool.
I'm talking about ignoring the
I,
side pool.
I understand, but
I would bet. I'm sure Kazuki. I bet you they're both in the side
I bet
pool.
they're both in the side pool.
They're good enough players to do that.
This is
Okay.
another shot.
Oh my
He just
goodness.
makes the 4-point and it just plays itself.
Is there any argument to make the ace point?
No. This cleans up
Yep.
pretty easily.
Okay,
Just got to survive it one
I
more
see
time.
it. He survived. That was a very big sequence there for him to miss twice. I've never missed twice in my life. I teach that you should not miss twice.
That was double
No.
take, and it was
It was double take?
0.6 error.
0
60, no double. Would have been an error.
would have been a 60 error.
60 error.
5%. Yeah, I'm guessing if the scores were reversed, it would not
Oh,
be,
scores reversed.
Correct. Yeah.
would not be a double.
And at an even score, it might not be a double. You come up? I don't. I make the ace.
I would want to figure out what numbers we're winning on. We're going to win on 6-1, obviously. We're going to win
6-5.
6-5. We're doing well on. Yeah, it's probably enough. 3-4 plays very nicely.
Come in with the 4.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Now you have to come up.
Yeah, now you're hoping you can come up.
You're hoping you
was,
can.
That was the scenario.
Yeah,
is You,
and you do come up.
you break your board.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem with staying last roll, though, is you get in these
Yeah.
spots where you
Yeah.
wish you had gone.
Do you know anybody who's won the Monte Carlo Championship 3 times? Is there anybody that you've ever heard of that's done that? Or I was just saying. 'cause
Yeah. Jorgen's walking by.
You know anybody who's won this tournament 3 times, the Monte Carlo Championship? Good to see. Would be the great, famous, only person ever that did it, right, Jorgen? Anybody else doing it 3 times besides you?
Not Monte
I haven't
Carlo.
met anyone.
No. Yeah, a few that did it twice.
There were some that did it prior
He
to
just
being
got
Monte
hit.
Carlo.
Yeah.
And he didn't even think about leaving it there. Probably right to pick it up.
Okay.
I've been called.
Good luck, David.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. It's a pleasure.
Hey, Dave. Good to see you. Thank you.
Good luck.
You got a match?
Yeah, he's got a match. Some people know how to play and talk too.
How come we missed out on that?
I don't know. It's something to do with IQ, I
we
think.
know he needs to wait a while, but how long does he wait, Phil? Ari.
The recube, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, when you're winning 5-1, you wait. You wait longer.
Oh, she wants to watch Kazuki. Pull a chair up, or sit in that chair if you'd like.
Kazuko is going to watch Kazuki. Kazuko will watch Kazuki. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
My Jamaican buddy. She doesn't look Jamaican, but we had fun in Jamaica.
Okay, so he comes in.
Kazuki's in trouble. I'm sorry to tell you. He's in trouble. He gave a good cube, and it just didn't work. He's losing 5-1.
Oh, Kazuki is one.
Kazuki's losing. Yeah, Kazuki's won. Yeah, not
Yeah,
good.
Kazuki's on the top.
Okay.
Ari on the bottom.
It's not good for the Japanese right now. South America's doing a number right now.
All right. PJT's they're on break. He's up 8-6 over Mochi. So
Is that right? It's not a surprise. There are a lot of people who think Peter Just Thompson could be as good as anybody in the world. For many years, he's had that reputation. He just doesn't come to tournaments very often. Okay, We got some action here.
Needs a 3. Ari does.
This is
Does
why it wasn't.
not get
This
the
is
3.
why it wasn't a redouble,
Exactly.
Bill.
Exactly.
I agree with Aries holding the cube here, especially with the score.
Yeah, I mean, I agreed at that point. I was just saying, how long will he wait if
Yeah.
Kazuki keeps dancing?
He's got to
Uh-oh.
go. He's got to run. He's got to get past the two of them.
4.
4 is monstrous here. Huge. He got
There
it.
it is.
He got it.
As
He got it. Now you don't wait. If he dances now, I think it's over.
I agree. There's too many.
He didn't dance. Well, it
Still may
might
be over. It's too many pick and passes.
5s and 4s and picks and passes. Except for the score. The score is a scary thing here.
Exactly. That mitigates it
All right.
somewhat.
Let's say he gives him the 4 cube. Does Kazuki take? I think so. And he's got an 8 cube right back. So maybe you don't double. Oh my goodness.
Boxes? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's game.
Wow. Is that what you call a market loser?
Well, it might have been a double. I'm telling you, it might have been a double.
I agree with you.
And he lost his market for sure.
Yeah.
Why is he even looking
Okay.
at this?
Matt saying that was a no redouble take.
Was there no redouble? What does Matt know? Are you talking about Matt Congeyer? He doesn't know
That Matt.
that Matt. He doesn't know a damn thing about the game. He's beginner. I beat Matt once. You know that? He was winning in a match to 11. He was beating me 9-2, and I beat him. It was the semifinals of a big tournament. So I have no respect for his game. If I can beat him, anybody can. All right, we got a break. We're not allowed to. We're not allowed to say. We're not allowed to say. Seriously. We're not allowed during the match. You're not allowed to give advice or talk. I don't want to break any rules. All I can tell you though is I'm very proud of how you're playing. Doing a nice job. Yeah.
Okay. So
I already wanted
so-
to know if he had a double there, and it really is wrong. While a match is going on, nobody's supposed to give any kind of advice whatsoever. But how do you stop it? Like he and I were in the bathroom together. We might be talking. Okay.
Another big is
Okay. Mochi, sure. Kazuki goes to all the major tournaments. She owns some restaurants in Japan. Kazuko, and just a very sweet, nice lady. I've had dinner with her many times all over the world. And I think she is one of the patrons that helps supported young players like Kazuki and Mochi when he was young too. Help them make it to tournaments that they might not have been able to afford to go to anyway. It isn't cheap to come from Japan to all these tournaments that in the United States and elsewhere. And by the way, I want to mention something else. Mochi just got inducted into the United States Hall of Fame. He's the only person who's not a U.S. citizen that got put into that Hall of Fame, and he deserved it because he's played so many matches and done so much promotion in the United States and done so much to help the game in the United States, aside from the rest of the world, that I think it was a great choice to put him in the USBGF Hall of Fame. And it was so interesting and exciting to be at his induction ceremony in Novi, Michigan, because the other person who was inducted with him is none other than Falafel. And Falafel and Mochi were both very good friends. Of course, they're both very good friends of mine. And it was tearful when we to talk about our good friend Falafel, and he got the recognition he deserves. So it was an amazing, wonderful thing to be at in Novi, and wonderful for the USBGF to honor two people that deserve it so much. Okay, back to this match. Kazuki is in trouble. And
he is. And like I said, quarterfinal, semifinal, and now final, he's fallen behind big early.
Yeah.
Right? In both cases, both prior cases, he come back and won at DMP. Does he have it in him again? Or is he, obviously he doesn't want to do that. But it's been the trend.
Yeah, I wouldn't write him off, especially when you know how great a player he is. I wouldn't write him off. But I'm impressed with Ari's game. Ari's doing a great job too. So we'll see. It's exciting. Anybody can win a match here. It's a dice game. That's part of what makes it great. But the skill difference between Kazuki and Ari is pretty good, pretty high.
This big error to recube by
There's a big error to
And
recube.
FCG was saying, let that be a lesson to you. No one beats Vita Carolina 17 times in a row. I guess that's inside a little bit.
Uh huh. Well, it would have been a big error to recube at that score, especially when you know Kazuki is going to take the recube and immediately redouble if he's missed.
Look at that. Those two guys.
Where'd that come from?
That's when Barkwell was taken a little earlier.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Are these on this on the? Where are they?
Facebook.
They're on Facebook.
Facebook.
I need a drink of water. How about you?
I've been drinking this Coke. I'm fine, Phil. Thank you. It's kind of interesting. Two matches going on, and we're having dueling breaks at the moment. Mochi and Peter Jess Thompson their own break, with Peter Jess Thompson leading 8-6 to 15, and then of course in our match, Ari's leading 7-1 over Kazuki to where are they playing to 13. So just and this is what's crazy. I mean, what did we start streaming Saturday, I guess? So we streamed one match Saturday night. We streamed a number of matches yesterday, a number of matches today so far, and this is just all like warm-up tournaments and all. Of course, Peter Jess Thompson and Mochi is that $7,500 high roller jackpot, whatever they call it, and but the main event hasn't even started yet, and we've had some great matches, some great commentary. Tara and I were talking a little bit earlier. We've just for matches early in the Monte Carlo week, we have just blown away viewership numbers. I mean, you know, I saw a bit earlier, kind of glancing back and forth on the computer. You know, great match. I mean, stellar match. Peter Jess Thompson and Mochi. Everybody wants to see that. And then you got Mark Olson and Daniel Rivera doing the commentary, and it was like 580, like a number of simultaneous viewers.
Simultaneous.
And then last night, of course, Victor and Snellings and Sander, the world champion, commenting with Mark.
Yeah.
And we were in 550 plus range. And I mean, typically we never get that many until perhaps the quarters or the semifinal of the main event.
Yeah.
So I think we're
just
gonna blow away every.
Yeah. And keep in mind that those are the people who happen to be watching at that time. By the time a week or two goes by, the people who will watch those videos is going to go up to a few thousand.
Oh, we were already, you know, after, which match was it? I guess last night. Well, we were on late both nights. Victor and Wilcox played 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
And the one that was played Saturday night. This is Monday. Saturday night, the next morning, we were up to like 7,000 views.
That's great for backgammon. So all this work of the streaming, it's very expensive and difficult to get all the equipment here, to get it set up, the things we have to do here to have it streamed properly. It's worth it for what it does for the game. It's really helping. And by the way, backgammon is really booming. It's growing everywhere. I travel the world. I see it. And we were just in Istanbul. What do we have, 700 people in the tournament?
Yeah, 700 people.
700 people in the tournament. I mean, this game is really booming. It's,
you know, and I'll tell you, I mean, and like you say, there's this tournament, and I don't know. I think I didn't know how the attendance was going to be, because I didn't think it's been quite promoted as well as it might have been. But I think I'm going to be surprised. There's a lot of people here, and
there sure aren't very many good players missing. You go down that Giants list. There's nothing. They really got all the all-stars here. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a tougher tournament than this one. When you look at the number of really top players, this is going to be exciting.
At some of the things coming up, and you and I are familiar with them.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got this, which is an incredible event, and the size, the organization, the tradition, the history, all that. And then in a couple of months, we're going to be in the new tournament in Dubai, which is going to be
in Dubai.
Huge.
Yeah.
We're together. We're going to be here. It's same deal.
Yeah.
And you know, and then you get to November in Cyprus, and I mean, it's just some.
And then don't forget Lynn's tournament in New York. It's the biggest tournament in the United States, January 4th. The biggest tournament in the U.S. It's really incredible.
And we have the biggest tournament in the U.S. by the number of people in the championship division in Texas.
In Texas.
We'll call it a tie, Charles.
Well,
But
you got the dual, which was really innovative. You were the first place that did that, and
we don't
I
have the
was there.
dual anymore. But
That was
but
that
it was the
great.
first tournament that included PR. And
Right, first time. It was revolutionary. It was great. And the most exciting thing I saw in the dual is the finals with Matt Cohn-Geyer
And-
Kiko and Matt times out. That's great. And I just want to keep reminding Matt about that in case he forgot. Since I know he's he's watching. Matt, I hope you feel better. I understand you had COVID. I hope you feel better soon. Otherwise, he would be here. That's why he's not here. When I talk about, I said all these top players and I can't think of too many that aren't here. He's the number one really, really great player that's not here.
You know, I haven't seen him yet, but I think Sachs was on his way, wasn't he?
Sachs is on his way. He's here.
Petco is on his way.
Yeah,
Petco's,
Kiko's on her way.
um,
We're missing Neil Kazaros, but he never comes to Monte Carlo, does he?
rarely. If
Yeah, he doesn't come to Monte. Is Petco here? He's on
Petco
his way?
is here.
Good, good.
Well, I saw a post where he
John
was
O'Hagan's
leaving
here.
Charlotte last night.
John O'Hagan's here.
So he should be here. Tell you another one of my favorites. I think great commentator and a great player too. Justin Knoll has arrived.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw him on the stream.
Yeah. So he's
We're missing Kent Goulding. He's one of my favorite commentators and players, and he's not coming for some reason I don't know.
but it's
Couldn't make it. And
great collection of players.
We're missing Bob Wachtel. Here's another
Yeah,
great top
yeah,
player
yeah.
that's not going to be here. So we're missing a few,
but
it's still pretty tough.
Some great players. But it's great to see everybody. You know, it's a great community and socializing too.
And I'm sure they're all excited about seeing me. What's that look?
I'm like you. Occasionally, I'm speechless.
No, I'm never speechless. That's the difference between you and me. Okay.
Okay, they
Let's
just
get
went
this
back in the room,
They just
so
went back.
we should be starting anew here shortly.
And
Try
because
not to use too many polysyllabics with you. You know,
polysyllabic, what is that? Don't get lexiphanic with me. I know what that means. Lexiphanic, I learned a long time ago from Jake Jacobs.
again, that's illegal in Monaco. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's wordplay, word foreplay.
Well, you don't practice that, do you?
No.
Standard.
So lexiphanic means you're using fancy words to impress people, and I pulled that on Jake Jacobs one day. He said, "At least I'm not sesquipedalian," which means you use really long, large words to impress people that you're using really large, long words.
Okay.
Here's an interesting thing. Jake was a Scrabble champion, so was Michael Corbett, Mike Sankiewicz, and others. I never would have thought there was a correlation between Scrabble and backgammon, but I guess the correlation is good memory. So I'm not getting the
We
we're
don't
not
have
getting
it yet.
the feed yet. Okay.
We'll get it when she can see it.
Yeah.
So
How does it feel like to be with somebody who's always smarter than you are? I've been that way all my life. I mean, without Tara, I think the streaming would be set back 20 years.
she's amazing.
Was she always a tech person?
No,
No,
she was in
this
real
stuff?
estate for a long
and
time.
she just learned technology.
She's taught herself. We don't say anything.
We're not seeing the board.
Oh, Ari went back, but
You mean you're not going to show the match until they start playing?
Kazuki hasn't come back yet.
Show the commentary plus ads just for a second.
Whatever, just
Can be heard.
we can be heard.
Oh shit! I mean, sorry. Ooh.
Yeah, she's like for 10 or 12 years. She has researched and studied
started
and
playing with it.
experimented and all of those things. And
That's
I
the way
mean,
most top tech people have really learned, by the way, the hard way.
and yeah, so she
Well, on your
And
screen, you
this-
see
this,
the book, the masterclass book by Mochi, the new book by Mochi and
some of their
Mark
boards.
Olson. I bought the book the day it came out, and I love it. I learned a lot from it. It's a great book. Backgammon Galaxy has wonderful products. I'm not just saying that because, well, I am saying that. They're paying me to do it. No, they really do have wonderful products. Wonderful boards made by FM in Turkey. Really solid, great wooden boards. You can change the surfaces to every day if you want to, very inexpensively and easily with a magnet. So great products. They got a good baffle box. An okay baffle box. I got a great baffle box, but they got a good baffle box. Okay. Well, I won't knock their baffle box. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Am I schizophrenic? No, we aren't.
You know, it's amazing. And I guess beyond tournament play, and you sell a lot of that. We sell a ton of backgammon baffle boxes. Everyone we can get.
Yeah.
And others are selling a lot of baffle boxes.
Yeah, I'm selling a lot
It's just amazing.
I wish they were mandatory. I think everybody should use baffle boxes. I love them. I don't like to play without them.
Did you see that little circular glass and wood one that somebody's got here that was up on
No,
the front desk
no,
earlier? Really neat. You ought to look at that.
Does it roll around and come down or something?
Yeah, it's kind of a hourglass looking thing
Uh-huh.
made out of wood and glass, and it's got some baffles in it.
Oh, great.
It's really neat.
I think that's great. People
It's
do
really
that.
neat.
I used to like the dice tube where you turn the tube upside down. It's just a hollow tube and don't touch the dice. Okay, we are 6 away, 12 away. Aria's got to be, what, 75% favorite, maybe
I
more?
would think. I don't know.
I don't know
those
the
numbers
exact
off the
match
top of my
entity.
head, but he's up there.
Yeah, he's way up there. Got a big favorite, but you really should be changing your cube and checker play now. It's gammon save all the way for me if I'm Ari, and it's gammon go if I am Kazuki. And what I mean by that is on the opening roll, if I roll a 4-1 or 5-1, if I'm Kazuki, I'm slotting. 3-2, I come down, I'm playing like gammon go. I'm trying to win more gammons. I'm going to gamble more. And I'm going to gamble more with the cube. Both players know this. Kazuki's off to a very good start
Yeah,
here.
he's. You might see that employed right here.
Yeah,
in
you're
about
gonna-
the next roll.
You're going to see a cube
You're gonna
very
see a
soon.
cube.
Unless
Unless he
Ari
rolls something
performs.
supernatural.
He makes the 5
That's
point.
not bad.
It makes the 5 point. It's an easy take, so he's not doubling because it's such an easy take. 2 down. You don't want to split into slots, into stacks like that. I bring 2 down without thinking. This is the prime versus blitz situation. Good play, Kazuki. It has to be right because it's my play. Makes the 2 point. Nothing special. I still love Kazuki's position here. Not enough to double. It's just too easy to take. Unless you have a lot of market losers, why double? There are too many rolls where you get a pass next time. So that's what we mean by a market loser.
And without a more significant threat, you really don't want to give Ari the leverage of having the cube again.
I would. When I'm losing this much, I'll gamble. So do you come up here or do you make the 3 point? I think you make the 3 point. Coming up is pretty risky. It might be the incentive for Kazuki to cube because it becomes more gammonish. So I think I still think of course, if you don't come up with the 3 now, it's going to get tough later. I think this is really worth thinking about. The 3 split might be right. It might be right. I probably make this play, but you're running out of time. I really like to see this play. Coming up with the 3 and down with the 5 could easily be right. The more I look at it, the more I don't like this position. I think I split.
He's got to ultimately split them, right? You got to split them, and it's not going to be long until you have to split them.
This is my play. Now, Kazuki might double. He's most likely to double the other play, I think. I don't like it. We'll see.
He lets it go.
Yeah.
As far as now, he has to play up with the 3-5.
Yeah. He didn't have to, but he sees the merit of it.
Yeah.
I think it had to be right.
Well, that moves a lot of freight. But,
Yep. Oh, big roll. Oh, my God.
Huge roll.
That's what Kazuki needed, but he's only going to win 1 point now. It's over. The question is, does he think he's too good?
Play on.
Yeah. One reason to play on is, does he have any bad rolls? I don't think I see anything really bad. I mean, what could really hurt him? Double 4s doesn't hurt him.
I think this is a play on.
I think it's a play on, not just because you don't just look at the combination of how many wins versus how many gammons. Just does he have any what's called a market gainer? Is it likely that on the next roll he could have a take? Yes, if he rolls a 4-3, if Ari rolls a 4-3 and makes that anchor, he would have a take, but it's still not going to be a great take. So why not play on? See what happens. It's fun. He agreed. He agreed. And he's going to volunteer a shot.
But an indirect. So.
Yeah, 4-5 is all. Okay, this is the
Okay.
reason you play on. This is why you
Absolutely,
played on.
even more so now.
Yeah, well, of course. This proved that it was right, though.
Right.
You just play quietly.
Now this could get really ugly for Ari.
Yep.
Kazuki doesn't have much time
Yeah.
either.
I like this. I like that play. I like
That's the
coming
thing.
out.
We've seen no timidity from Ari at
yeah.
all. He's not
I like this game. He's got
not
guts.
hesitant to make the serious play here. Okay.
Kazuki's not thrilled to win 2 points in this game. If he'd have doubled earlier, he would be much happier now, and much more in the match if he could win 4 points. But there aren't an enormous number of gammons here either. There's only maybe 15% if he doesn't get
but
another checker.
There's no real downside to
No,
playing on.
I'm not saying it's wrong.
Right.
I'm saying he's right to play on, but he's not going to get gammons more than about 15% of the time. Yeah, there's no risk to this play, so keep him
So he
spread
just-
out. He wants to, if his opponent rolls a 1-6, oh my goodness. The other play, if he rolled a 1-6, he has a double shot. Now he gets hit. And a 1-6 kind of happened. I don't understand.
understand it.
Well, he had more builders to make the keep
Correct,
getting the point.
correct.
He said, "Oh, he's not going to roll. It's on 6. I'm going to take that gamble."
And the dice guy says, "Hold my beer."
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. He knew something we didn't know. Even if the worst happened, he has a double and a pass.
There you go.
So that's right. We got to give him credit for that. That's a look how interesting that sequence was. I would not have given him the 1-6, but it didn't really hurt that bad to give it to him. Although if you make my play, if you don't get hit with the 1-6, you've got a double shot at it, and you're still playing. So what was the upside? The upside is he had more builders to continue his prime,
Yeah.
to make the deuce point. So you have to weigh all those things. There's so much involved in looking at all those different options. That was out of my pay scale. I guess I would not have made Kazuki's play, and I certainly won't bet against Kazuki.
5-3 again.
Yeah,
Second one's not as easy.
I think you split because the
I
8 point
think you
strip.
split.
Yeah, the 8 point strip is an incentive to split. I think you just run. Attaboy.
Yay. Got those 2 blots over there, so it's wow.
Would you move a little?
Okay. 26.
That's interesting. That's
4-2.
interesting. I'm not sure you don't make the 4 point there, but I guess because you're winning 7-2, you want to be more conservative
Yeah.
and make the golden point. That I found that very interesting. He did it pretty quickly. He probably was right. I was really tempted though to make the 4 point there. But
You
when
know,
you're
what a lot of people don't realize,
yeah.
and you and I do, But say less experienced people might see somebody make a play, but Kazuki and Victor's and Mochi's and those people, they've seen a lot of these positions so many times. They're reference positions in their minds. They can just, they don't have to think about it because they've thought about it a hell of a lot in the past.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I've learned these plays, but I forgot them. That's my problem.
That's the hazard with
That's
age.
the hazard with age is right. No, I forgot them when I was young. I can't use that as an excuse. Okay. 5-1. I love this play. Got to make something happen here.
There again, like we often say, he's got the forward anchor. You can do something in front of it because he has to give up the anchor to hit you.
That's right. Look, he's not hitting, and he could have.
Yeah.
So that speaks more highly of the slot. And I agree with the non-hit there. A little too loose. Ooh, not good. Not a good roll. Very poor roll.
Just nothing pretty about that.
I'd have been tempted to
And
come
it's
out with
funny,
a 5. I was thinking about coming out with a 5 and coming in with the 2. Go out to the bar. I don't like this.
Yeah, but then you're making a 2-blot and play.
But you're throwing
and
checkers away.
He's got a better board than you.
You're throwing checkers away, though. I'm not going to bet against Kazuki again, but I did not like that play.
Okay, 4-point board.
Here we go. There are times where you got to give up that midpoint. Well, you can't hit, so you just come down. You don't come off the anchor
No,
now.
I don't think you definitely don't give up the anchor right
You just
now.
come down with 2. Come down with 2 and hope he doesn't roll a 9.
No.
I hate that.
I hate that.
He could have had another builder on the 8-point.
I mean,
it's
what's
not
the-
that many more
What's
shots.
the difference in 9s and 11s?
I'll tell you
And
the
11
difference.
gets hit.
That's justice. That's justice. Because he didn't make my play. He deserves to be hit. I did not like that play at all. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong, by the way. I'm just a commentator. I'm not XG. Is this a cube? At this score, I think it is. I'm doubling. Well, no,
Oh,
the race,
that's hard to
wait a
bring
minute, the
in,
race-
Phil. That's
it's hard to bring in. The race isn't that good, but I'm down and I'm
he's got-
desperate and I'm
he's
cubing.
got you outboarded.
Yeah, but those are facts. Those are just facts.
So you're doing it on emotion.
Right. Don't bother my good argument with facts, with logic. Don't ruin my argument with logic.
Well, even you should realize, Phil,
Yeah.
that's tough to bring in.
My gut reaction was double, but you're absolutely right. You don't. Oh, this
And
is
you can say, I mean, that was a terrible roll.
yeah, this is ugly. I might have just played in from the 11. I'm serious. I might leave that shot and play in from the 11. It's just so
Like
ugly.
playing from the 12 and hit the ace. No, not being outboarded. I wouldn't do it.
No, you don't hit. This is not
Not good.
not horrible.
He can play it, but he has zero timing after it.
I like this play.
I like this.
I like
play
it a lot. He's more
because
likely to
one
hold
thing,
his board.
Yokota's got to play, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of bad numbers in the cup.
Like 6-5.
Kind of like that.
Well, that
he
it
can
plays
play
though. It plays.
But now there's even more bad numbers. in the
Yeah.
cup. Although Ari may well be leaving with one.
Well, the 6
with
is
the
forced. He's not going to break the 5-point. So he's got to do that. Now is this a cube? Obviously not.
Man,
Come in. Yep. The race is just too close to be a cube, I guess. And this is a little
No.
tough to bring in.
no, you
Yeah.
can't send that.
Can't send now.
Go to the ace.
I'm running.
Little reason not to.
There's a blot in the board. It's going to be worse later. That's my play. If you don't run now, he's going to cover that blot, and it's going to be harder later. You can start cracking your board. I like this play.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of the numbers it would.
Well, there's
if you
4-1.
kept the anchor, a lot of the numbers that give you shots still give you shots.
4-1, 3-4, 6-4, hit and cover. Some doubles are good.
But again, this is good discipline and good exercise by Ari to look at both of them. Though.
He may be
Actually
right
move 'em
because
and look at them.
Kazuki was so stiff. He might have been right to stay, but I would have run. Anybody run that? Does anybody know if that was right or wrong to run?
Vinny's using voice action comments, I think. As he said, at score, I would have been cubing, right? But he must have done it voice-wise.
Yeah.
Says at score, I would have been cubing.
Reminds me of the other night I went to a Peruvian restaurant and this lady I was with said, "This is really great food. Where's Peruvia?" I said, "It's right next to Argentina."
Huh? That's not anybody I know, is it?
Yeah. Big roll. That was a huge roll
That's
for Kazuki.
huge. Big.
Huge. Unless Ari performs, that's a decent
But
roll.
he's still, I don't think he's quite there.
I don't know. Here you
He's got those
UCPC on this one.
those gaps on 3 and 4. Man, 6. Well, he's got 3 off, but his
At
distribution.
this score, I'm doubling. I'm sorry. I'm doubling.
I may well agree with you, but
I'm
I'm
doubling.
not sure.
I'm doubling.
Even score money, I wouldn't double this for sure, but the score may offset that enough to do it.
Well, Kazuki knows what he's doing. He didn't double.
And it just got worse a little bit, and then now he's got a void on the ace.
He rolled 7 pips. You know,
But he's
pips are pips.
a roll closer to home too.
I'm sorry. I'm doubling last time. I'm doubling this time. 7-2 is the score. He's 11 away, 4 away. Come on. You got to gamble some, even if your name is
11 away,
Kazuki.
6 away.
Oh yeah, 6 away. 11 away, 6 away. I'm doubling.
Oh, I don't know, Phil.
You don't think there's a chance you get a pass too? That's another reason to double. If you put this in extreme gammon, there's a number that tells you even if it's wrong to double, it
Now,
could be right.
Do you think there was any gamesmanship in him sitting on that cube thinking about it so long?
You didn't think it was a double. What do you mean gamesmanship? Don't give me that baloney. You can't get out of this one. You didn't think it was a double.
Kazuki though, did he not?
No, Kazuki was thinking about whether to double or not. That's why.
But was he selling it though? Was he trying to sell it?
I don't think so.
Sell the take?
I don't think so. He's got too much respect for Ari to be a salesman.
Look at there, huh?
But
He rolls 4-3, the 2 blanks.
it's all right. I still like the double. And I like the take, by the way, too, of course. I highly respect I respect Ari's game more the more I see it.
Yeah.
I like this guy. And
Solid.
He's a solid player. He deserves to be here.
Okay, so get a miss out of him.
He double pass now.
Yeah, for sure. Whoa. Seriously. Look at that, Bobby. We got the Ari fan club behind us here.
Those South Americans stick together, don't they?
Yeah.
A lot of good players in South America. We don't get to see them as much. They don't. A lot of them don't travel as much as they could have. I miss my
Okay.
good old friend Fernando Newmark from Argentina. He won the consolation here one year when I was here.
Fernando's a great guy.
Great guy, great player, great organizer, runs tournaments,
Great for the game.
runs the club. Came to Chicago one time. I got to show him around. All right, we got a closer match now.
Well, again, that's that trend of
The
Kazuki.
comeback kid. He's got to
And
get a
each
new
time
nickname.
he's gotten down big. He's
Yeah.
taken a break,
Yeah.
and he's come back. And
He's not like
started
me. When I,
turning things
when I get
around.
down big, I tend to lose. Seems to happen to me more
and you
that
just-
way.
And you don't take a break. You just double down on playing, right?
Oh, I just think when you start getting down, just start throwing the cube and see what happens. At least if you lose, at least you get it over with sooner than you go to dinner.
Well, it's like our old boy, our late great friend Falafel. Go down fighting, right?
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
he's fighting.
That's right. And he wanted to go to dinner more than me. He loved his food.
We always
Okay.
laugh. Falafel talking about him and his food. And one of the funny stories. Our first tournament in San Antonio.
Uh-huh.
Bohannon's, which is
Oh, sure.
one of the best restaurants in the world.
I ate there last time I was there.
Yeah, and Tara took several of them, including falafel and mochi and all.
That's
to-
the one on the second floor.
Yeah.
On this corner. Yeah.
Took him to Bohannon's, and of course Falafel's in t-shirt and shorts and his normal sloppiness, and I think Tara, knowing the owner, was the only reason that he got in.
I've got a lot of favorite falafel stories, but I would take up the rest of the evening telling them. All right, he's got to hit here. He's got to hit here, and he will hit with the best way he could hit. Hitting and making
That's,
2 points. Wow. Hit and make a point and make a point. It's 2 ands.
That's a pretty good recipe.
Oh, yeah. I always look for 2 ands. That was a very, very big roll for him. He was in trouble in this game, and now he's in command. Nothing good here. That's all you can do.
Okay. Just for everyone's information, I check over at the other match. 10-10.
Ooh.
Mochi, Peter Jez Thompson
Wow. And they're playing to 15 though, right?
playing to 15.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Don't move so quickly. What
I
about
might come on. Huh?
wait a minute. Why don't you keep going? Aren't you winning the race? You're winning the race. Just keep going.
I keep going.
He should at least count. He's stopping. He's counting. He's looking.
stopping
He's
now.
doing it. That's the play.
Now that's
That's the right
hell
play.
of a lot easier to clear, bring it on
If you're
down.
winning the race, and he's got to
And
be.
if you're winning the
sure.
race, which it appears he
Oh,
probably is.
He is.
Eyeball count. Yeah.
Got a dinner break here from 6 to 8, and so many great restaurants to choose from. Oh, big roll. He doesn't roll an ace here. Now Kazuki takes over. What's happening? He's not thinking about cubing, is he? He has aces and threes.
I think that'd be
It'd be awfully aggressive, especially when you're ahead in the
Yeah.
score. Plus, you got the hit, and it's still far from gin.
yeah.
Yeah, at least he didn't cube it. Can't fault the man for thinking
But
about it.
now,
Now it's a different story.
with the second one in
You
play,
got threes and eights,
not sevens.
not sevens. Keep it going.
He's thinking 6-5, but I think I'd keep it going. Yeah, he wants the extra builder.
Well, he can double them out if he doesn't come in now. I don't see a cube here. Not if you're leading 7-4. Oh, I would
I'm
not.
sorry?
Have I would not have doubled here.
No, I agree.
I would not have doubled. Oh,
Whoa.
he passed. Boy, I must be way off on that one. Holy cow. I would not have doubled it. He got a pass from
And it
Kazuki.
was a snap pass, too.
It must have been a big pass. Was I watching the same game? Wow. I promise you I'm way off on that one. Holy cow. I thought he had more equity than that. That, I'm shocked. Well, of course, I'm shocked every day. Many times a day. Holy cow. I can't wait to look at that one. That's going to be a lesson for me. I mean, obviously, it was a great cube. I would have missed the cube, but I would have taken. Wow. Well, losing 1 point there, he's still got an odd number away. There's that too.
Did you win or lose?
I won.
Congratulations.
David Wells won. He's back. Pull up a chair.
I will be back.
Oh.
I'm going to get a cup of coffee.
All right.
and
Oh, you're always welcome.
Just wanted to check on the score. All right.
Kazuki just dropped a cube. I didn't think it was a double. That shows you how bad he is.
Like to see it.
I really thought he was a good player till now.
Amazing what streams will do to your reputation, you know? That was a big double pass.
Big double pass?
270. It was 276 error
Yeah.
if he had taken it.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I really thought it was a big double pass. I was joking. Look at this cube. This was a great cube by Kazuki at this score especially. He's got all kinds of dangerous deck market losers. Whoa, do you make the bar or do you make the 4? I make the bar.
I make the bar.
Making the 4 leaves a couple of blots out there. I guess that's what he's thinking about, make the bar of the 4.
Well, how about this, Phil?
Yeah.
Talking about bringing it home and moving them forward.
Oh,
shift.
where did
I didn't
that
even
come
see
from?
that.
Where did that come from? Where did that play come from? He's thinking more gammons, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, oh my
I was
goodness.
thinking 1814
Wow.
too.
Am I going to get surprised on every play? That was not in my list of making the ace. Well, maybe he won't.
I
then.
was sitting here thinking 1814 too. Just
That's possible too.
you know, to get it to where you can bring it in pretty easily.
You know, I have a saying. I tell my students, when you roll doubles, look for a great play, then find a better one. Especially with double twos, there's just so many ways
You
to
know,
play
one
it.
thing that I emphasize with a lot of people, and we see it sometimes, we see it don't. So many people have a horrible tendency to play doublets in pairs, where you should play them singly.
Yeah. Yes.
Because
Good
you'll
point.
look a lot of stuff.
Good point. Wow, this is not on my list.
No, mine neither. I would have never seen
This
that.
is my play
This-
right here. This
This
my
is
play.
either my play or the 2 to the
or the 4 point.
14.
No, I like the 4 point of the bar point. I didn't like the other play. I like more contact. I get more gammons by staying back. It's a big roll here. If he can get a shot or get out. Nope. And this play,
It's kind of a nothing play, but that's all
no,
he's got
that's all he's
there.
got. Making the bar would be monstrous here, and he doesn't.
Making the bar was correct earlier.
Making the bar was correct. Okay. Now he hits. Because Kazuki's thinking, I want a gammon here. I want to be
And he's got
right
a
back
blot
in the
over
match.
here in the
Yep.
board.
He's got no covers, but I like the play. He's got lots of gammons now if he can cover. What's he reaching for that checker for? Confused me.
Got to bring something else into building
Yeah,
play
he
here.
does. He does. This is big that he's dancing.
Yeah, this-
Fives, 8s, and 11s. 5s, 8s, and 11s. It's not on that
It's
list.
not on that list. And again, I mean, even if he were to come in and at least be able to move a little more checkers toward his home to maybe make it a little easier
Yeah,
to save
not-
the gammon, but he's not getting anything
Yeah,
accomplished.
not healthy to dance there. This one doesn't matter much. Just make the play. All right, move some wood. Second one comes in, then the back two. There you go. You don't want to have crunching numbers like 3 and 6. 6-1.
You know what we may well be looking at here, don't you?
No.
A 5-point match.
Oh, yes, that. Big play he just made there. 2-5, 2-3. Too bad. 4-2. Lifty LaPloo. I think the 4. Well,
I come around the corner and go to the 8.
go to the 8. You're
Go
going
for
to give him. You're going to give him 2
4
6 and
shots.
2 5.
Yep. I want the point.
I think I just moved the back checker all the way.
Certainly reasonable. Have just as many covers and fewer blots. Fewer shots, fewer blots, and just as many covers. Yeah, close.
He's thinking he doesn't really need to make that bar point, and I like that idea. He doesn't need the bar point here. He needs the 2 point. Even if he made the bar point, he'd be happy to clear it very quickly. So focus on the key issue. The key issue is that 2 point. Ari's wondering if there's any 2s on the dice. Good play.
Kazuki's wondering why haven't I been able to make that point in the last
Well,
10
there
rolls.
weren't that many rolls to make it, but there are now.
And he still can't make it.
Nope. How do you play this, though? Here's the question. I really don't know how you play
I'm
this.
taking one off and play 6-4.
I'm not sure you're taking both off the 6 point here. Clear from the rear, win the
Well,
game.
he probably doesn't have to be that cautious. He's going to should gammon him anyway with as much
Yeah.
freight as he has in the
This is
outfield.
my play. I've taken both off the 6. But getting a checker off has value. No question about it. When in doubt, peel. And I was in doubt there. Finally, he comes in. Does he come out? I don't think so. I don't think he could. Can he? If he can run off the gammon, it's right to come out. He's trying to figure that out right now. You
Well,
might-
he's still got.
Yeah.
He got a lot of crossovers
Yeah.
to save.
Yeah. And he's got win equity by staying. Now do you clear the 5 point? Now it might be right.
Might be right now.
Yeah, this is a position where you might be right to do that. In fact, I like it. I like clearing the 5. The other advantage is you get a checker off. Matt Kohngeyer taught me that a long time ago. He said the biggest mistake he sees people in the bear off is just not taking checkers off. He taught me that years ago. Good roll. That's going to help his gammons a lot. As long as he doesn't roll 6-1, 5-1, double 6, double 5. Good for that help to come in.
That's a start
That's a good
for
start.
Ari.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got a good race here. I think he's favored to get the gammon. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
he's got 6, 9, 10 crossovers.
Yeah. 5-4 is a reasonably good roll.
It's really close.
Yeah.
For dinner break, yeah.
Oh, that's a big roll. We're gonna see.
Ari needs to see a little of that stuff.
We're gonna see a 5 point match here for the title.
Yeah, and Kazuki was down, what, 7-1? And he's got it back to
The
even.
comeback kid. The comeback kid. He can still get off this gammon, but it ain't gonna be easy.
Is that right, or is the other one right?
You just got to count the rolls, the doubles that
Right,
work.
right.
You have to roll doubles. It's just a matter of just simple counting.
Which ones work and which ones don't?
So now you have to roll double fives or better.
Fives.
You have to roll double fives or better, which is a double five or double six.
Okay.
Double five or double six. You got 2 rolls.
Ooh.
Oh.
Man.
All right. It's now 5 away, 5 away. It's a tie game. Kazuki made a big comeback here.
This has been an exciting and interesting
Oh,
match.
very interesting.
You know, both these guys are steady players. You're not going to see a lot of big numbers put into play, and that's going to make a long, steady, hard match.
I don't know. I've seen some really great players with 8 cubes. It happens.
It happens.
But-
It's not nearly as rare as with the rest of us.
Right. I play at a club in Florida for money that on Fridays you roll the doubling cube to see where you're starting. The doubling cube lands on 32. We're starting at 32.
Yeah, I've heard that
So we see a lot of big cubes.
in
there.
Hamburg, Kazumiya's club,
Uh-huh.
they play it. They do that. They roll the cube.
Of course, we start at very low stakes too, but that still gets gets way up there. It gets exciting. I think you split with the man on the bar. I'm doing some splitting. I like the split. Anchoring is big. 4 comes down. I leave a double shot. Six hits and down or up. I think it's down. Coming up is reasonable, but
Yeah, that's an accomplish, though.
No.
I don't think it does it much good for you.
he
kinda-
does.
He does.
It accomplishes getting out. But I think your focus is not getting out. Your focus is the attacking on the
Making
other
a
side.
4-point. Or 3-point. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
he's doubling. You have to double now. He's holding the cube in his
he
hand,
reached and got it.
and he's got the cube in his hand. You must double by any rules that I've ever seen here. Oh, he did. If he hadn't doubled there, I would call the director if I was Kazuki. Unless you didn't want him to double, I'd let him get away with it. You have that option. It's true.
That's
you really
responsible
do.
move.
Yeah, you can keep your mouth shut and just say, okay, you roll, even though you have to double, I'll let you get away with not doubling. But you should never see that. Good players should never grab that cube or touch it until they know they're going to give it. Maybe he was doing something else, maybe picking his nose or something. I don't know. Do you take? 5 away, 5 away. The take point is about 20%, but the gammon value is 0.655. So it gets up there. The gammons are a little risky here because if you take the cube and you get gammon, your opponent gets the Crawford, then you only have about 16% chance to win the match. So it's the gammons that you have to worry about. Now Kazuki has an anchor, but nothing else. And if you look at Pratt position, race, and threats, this tells me it's a pass. I would pass.
I would pass.
And he passed. Okay. Giving up 1 point there cost you about 7% equity in the match. It's not that terrible to give up a point. Giving up 4 points would be very painful.
Hard roll and jackpot.
Probably. Yeah, I'll have to go look.
Sure.
I'll have to check. It could be consolation. Could be consolation semi to finals.
I think they should cancel the rest and have you and me play an exhibition match. That would be much more fun because they would see a lot more variety of plays.
There you go. Certainly entertaining.
Yeah, they'll even see variety on the
Give
opening
the
moves.
commentators more to think about.
Yeah, all right. Reverse it. Let some good players commentate on
Okay,
us.
they finished and Mochi won.
Mochi won. Mochi won. That's not a big surprise either way. Was it a close match?
15-10.
Uh huh. Mochi won the Mochi Millions last night, and they had a Mochi Millions competition. 21 players with some rebuys, and Mochi was just another player like anybody else, but he won it.
That prior cube was a big take. 100 to pass.
100 to pay. Wow. I said it was a take, didn't I? No, I didn't. Would have passed too. I guess that blot on the ace point, which is I really thought was a problem for Ari, is enough to make you want to take. And how often do you get Gammon holding the anchor? I guess that's what makes it a take. It's hindsight, because over the board I would have passed it too. But wait a minute. Kazuki passed. One of the best players in the world passed. Mochi, congratulations. Way to go. Nice win. Kazuki was in big trouble, made a big comeback to get to here.
I know.
Oh, you don't. You saw what's
I
going on?
mean, I saw he was down 7-1.
Mochi wants a copy of that extra file. He likes to review
He
immediately.
reviews everything, yeah. What's the guy's name he's talking to?
Michael Practice.
Oh, that's Michael Practice, that's right.
He did the transcription.
He's that fast, huh? Michael's from Denmark. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, Mike.
Good too.
Oh, yeah. So he offers to help fill in for when a
Babe.
should break.
Okay.
I'm shocked that last cube was such a big take. I am shocked. And I'm also shocked that if it was such a big take that Kazuki missed it. Maybe he had some other thinking involved. I don't know. I'm not embarrassed to make the same mistake Kazuki makes.
Probably come out in the long run.
Oh, my boy. A scary cube, I thought. Just come in. It's a good place for it. Kazuki better come in pretty soon. He needs to get moving.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is if he dances, I'm maybe even that.
This is worse than dancing.
I'm sending this.
This is worse than dancing.
I'm sending this.
Dancing
at 4
would be-
away.
Yeah.
At 4 away.
Gammon's there.
Suzuki can't.
You say Kazuki can't take this at this score? You say Kazuki can't take this at this score? Wow.
I don't think so. You get Gammon for the match.
Monster Recube Vig.
Monster Recube big, but you get Gammon for the match. Matt Congars looks like double pass. Great minds think alike.
What does Matt Cohn-Geyer know?
He passed it.
He passed it. Jeez. If he was that smart, he wouldn't get COVID.
Maybe she was attractive enough to take the risk. You know?
Yeah. If I know Matt, that's the reason. He's a real ladies' man. We know that.
We're bad.
All right. It is now 5 away, 3 away.
Oh, really?
So Kazuki just doesn't like having the lead. How he likes to come from behind. He's doing it again. 7-1. He came from behind, and now he's getting behind again. Very aggressive play there, hitting off the ace. And
Hit.
he gets hit and down. You don't hit twice here off the ace. I like this play.
Yeah.
All right, we agreed on one play. Now you make the anchor. I'm running like a bunny. Just run all the way.
Yeah.
And run all the way and hope he doesn't roll a one or a
may get
two.
lucky.
Well, it's also I don't see great alternatives. That's me. Nice play, Ari. Has to be right because it was my play. You see, he got. Oh, he didn't get missed. I said ones and twos. It's threes and twos. A lot of return shots here. All the fours and 6-5 and double five and not 6-2.
We can put you in here.
No,
if
no,
you'd
no.
like.
I'm going. I'm
Okay.
just
Hey,
You're always welcome, Mochi.
always welcome.
I'm just joking around.
All right, what's going on here?
Nothing is going
It's
on.
Kazuki's. Kazuki's thinking about doubling.
No, no. It's not gonna be.
He's doubling. Nope, he doesn't. Okay. One. You make the 5 point. You make the 5 point.
Ooh.
Yes. Nice play. I taught him that play. I did. I taught him that play.
Now, before we got sidetracked, you'd asked Mochi if Kazuki was a protege.
Yeah, he said yes.
Did he?
He said
Okay,
yes.
I didn't hear it. I didn't
He
hear
helped.
the
He helped.
reply.
He helped teach him. Bring him along. Hideaki too, also, right?
No, I'm
No?
not teaching them. They're teaching me.
Yeah, right.
Okay, this is interesting. This could be double, actually. It's gonna be a double. Any ace is a huge.
Is it a take? I think it's a double take. Mochi, would you double this?
I think I would double.
Mochi thinks he would double this. Let's see what Kazuki does. He doesn't even. Oh, he is. Nope.
Oh, he doesn't even think.
He doesn't even think about it. He just shake.
Then it's no double.
That's how you tell. You got XG. You got Kazuki. I think he's glad he didn't double now. Do you hit? You hit or come in? I come in. I played with the 6 point here. I have too much respect for Kazuki's board. I like this play. And only 5s come out. That's the reason. He had 5s and 6s to come out, I would hit.
6-4 is disaster. 6-2, 6-1.
Yeah. Got a lot of bad rolls when you don't hit. Good play.
Good play.
Good play.
No like. Oh, a joker.
Two jokers, and he
Dead now.
cocked dice. And he gets it anyway.
Get it in.
All right. If you don't see a 3 here, this game is over.
Double sixes.
Or double 6s. Oh, a 3.
Of course he does.
3, of course. Does the 1 matter? Everything matters.
Always
It always
matters.
matters, but I don't know how much.
That's good. 3s work. Double 2s already work. So. Three
There's
one.
the bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
good roll. Ooh.
And that would have taken.
I like
Thank
6-5 twice.
I like,
That takes
Yeah,
any other thoughts out of Ari's hand.
yeah. Mochi would be looking at a 4 cube here.
Oh, he sent it anyway.
Just on double.
Hell no.
3 away, 4 away. Recube take points 40%. That's a major reason to take. You got a huge recube if he takes it. Wow, this is the cube of the match by far.
I'm surprised he sent it.
You're surprised he sent it?
Yeah.
Kazuki's not sure he's taking it.
Well,
that tells you it's right
doesn't-
to send it.
doesn't-
That tells you
doesn't
there's
change the fact that I'm surprised he sent it.
Well, I think it's a big take. I think it's a big take, and
Then you're surprised he sent it
no,
too.
no. I'm like, no, I like against Kazuki. I would double this in a second. I might have doubled 4 rolls before.
What?
He took it. All right. Yes,
Hi, bro.
we got action.
Lila versus George Rabahi.
Wait, we're in a real
Rahabi.
study play. All right, this is big. We need a 2 for
I have a picture of the
Kazuki.
thing. I don't know where he's from.
Can't see it. He got 1-3. 1-3. That's not great.
I'm a double 4.
Mochi calls double 4. Who are you rooting for, Mochi? I think we know. He can dance and win this game if he can't. If Ari doesn't
Wants
get
to
out.
Enter. Yeah. Now he has many button numbers. Like 2, 4.
Yeah,
3,
a lot of bust, a
Double
lot
2.
of crackers.
Yeah, a lot of clockers. 3, 4.
Yeah. But if he dances, that's his best roll.
Right.
Why did they stop the clock? Oh, the dice is on the floor. They stopped to make it more exciting. We're at the most exciting point in the match, and they stopped the darn clock. 2-5 is a great roll.
Oh man,
Great
Now
roll.
Kazuki's in big trouble. 6.
bigger trouble.
Yeah.
Now if he picks up the second checker, G's in play, right?
Yeah.
Kazuki's just got to try to hope he gets lucky not to give up
Just
another
clean up
checker.
the blot.
Clean up a blot. Can't give up another checker.
What are you thinking? What is there to think about? Go to the ace. Right. He didn't read my book. You can't get hit if you don't have a blot.
Well, I don't know. I'm surprised by
I'm
that.
surprised at that too. It's creative.
Now,
Creative.
maybe he thinks he can make the anchor if he gets hit, but there's no assurance of that.
I'll tell you what he's thinking. He's thinking gammons don't cost that much compared to just losing the 2 points anyway. Your match equity is 18%. So he figures he isn't gambling that much to get gammoned here.
Yeah.
He's trying to win. Still trying to win. There's a point at which I stopped trying to win, but maybe it's too soon. He needs a 1. He needs the anchor.
This could be over in fairly short order.
Well, even if you close the board with 2 on the bar, it's
50%.
40%. 40% gammons. Close bar.
Got the
There,
anchor.
there we
That
go.
helped him.
That helps a lot. Now his gammons go down to closer to 15%. But still, just losing 2 points here, it's not going to be great. 1 away, 4 away. $25%. It's not great.
Trap play. No, let him hit you.
I like this trap play a lot. This is something that a lot of players would miss. Look at that.
Such as
What
this.
a great play, and it really, really worked. Now you hit loose.
Well,
even-
see, I was saying leave that block there, so if he hits you, then you get more returns.
That's right. That was a beautiful trap play, and it worked. Sort of worked.
Sort of work.
Yeah. You got a hit. Good
Didn't.
hit.
But this guy, he's
Now, Kazuki's got some jokers here. He's got any aces. He's in the game. He's in the game. No. He didn't do it.
5-5.
5-4. 5-4. Plays itself with the
unlike what Kazuki did. Huh?
yeah. But Ari did.
Okay. Kazuki needs to enter soon.
Yeah, he's not likely to get a shot, so he wants to enter. And as soon as I say he's not likely to get a shot,
That's not the
comes the
roll.
3-1. I have no idea how you play this. Mochi, we need help.
I take it off. Yeah.
You think that's right? I don't know how to play this 3-1. Do you?
Take it off too.
You take it off?
I take it off.
He didn't.
So unlikely. It's not completely safe. But like 60 numbers in the shot.
That hurt.
No.
Hurt Kazuki.
So taking it off was right. Okay.
See 3. Yes.
You saw a 3. That helps Kazuki get off this gammon.
9. That doesn't.
No.
Oh man, keeps dancing. 4-1.
Kazuki has come back from behind in every single match. And I know if he doesn't get Gammon here, he'll win this match. I just know it. It's been his history. But first he's got to get off this Gammon. Which it doesn't look real likely.
If he got Gammon here, he will not come back. That's for sure.
You don't think he'll come back? And he's gonna... Your math is better than mine, Mochi.
Okay. Run,
You need a
Kazuki,
big
run.
big roll. I want to see the match continue, not because I'm rooting for Kazuki. I just want to have more fun watching these guys. They both play really well.
There.
A great final.
All my buddies are in the house. MCG's here. Ian's talking now.
Okay.
Joe Urso talking now.
Okay. This is a big roll here. He's got to get. Nah, not
So,
good.
can you-
Think about
I
this.
think it's going to be double 5 and double 6 only.
Fives work from there.
Never put
I
that in.
I don't think you can make double 4 work.
got to make double 5 work, so you can't move this
Yeah.
guy. That's 5.
That's 5s and 6s.
6s. Yeah.
I think that's all you're going to get. The only way he saves it.
And he can play it a couple of different ways and get to
Yeah.
5s and 6s.
Yeah. Was a great tournament for both of them anyway. To get to the finals is a very tough field. And 2 really fine players made it to the finals. I'm very happy to see that.
Boom. Okay.
Okay, here it is.
5s and 6s.
Here it is.
Fives.
No. Good match.
Good
match. Nice
guys.
work.
Congratulations
Ari
to
was
Ari
very
Noguera
correct.
from Brazil and to Kazuki, the finalist from Japan.
Yeah, he takes
Now they
home a
both
nice,
ought to be feeling good going into the tournament,
Hey,
the
they
main
both-
tournament tomorrow.
he
After.
takes home a nice paycheck anyway, coming in second.
Okay, I understand we have a super jackpot match coming up
After dinner.
right now.
Right now?
Sander Lilehoff and George Rahabi. I'm not sure. I don't know Rahabi,
Uh-huh.
but
That or dinner. I didn't have lunch. I'm going to dinner.
do you think I've had lunch? I'll flip you for it.
Are you serious? I
No.
will. You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Hang close, hang tight.